Why do my drum and bass bass lines sound muddy? Imagine turning up your favorite drum and bass track and feeling like the bass is just a big, blurry mess. That muddiness can really take away from the energy of your music. So why does it happen? Well, it often comes down to how the low frequencies are managed in your mix. In drum and bass, the bass line is a key element that drives the track, but if it overlaps too much with the kick drum, it can create a thick, indistinct sound. The kick and bass usually sit in the same low frequency range, often below 100 Hz. When they clash, they form what's called a frequency overlap, which makes each element harder to hear clearly. To fix this, you can use equalization, or EQ, to carve out space for each sound. For example, applying a high-pass filter on the bass line will cut out some of the lowest frequencies, giving room for the kick to punch through. Boosting the kick around its fundamental frequency, like 40 to 60 Hz, helps it stand out more. Sidechain compression is another handy tool. It temporarily lowers the bass volume when the kick hits, making each hit more distinct and preventing the sounds from blending into a muddy blob. Another common cause of muddiness is too much buildup in the low-mid frequencies, roughly 300 to 600 Hz. This range can get cluttered with other instruments or effects that don't need to be there. Using a high-pass filter on non-bass elements like synths or pads can clear out unnecessary low-end content. Choosing the right bass sound is also important. Some synth patches or samples have overly complex or excessive sub-bass content that masks clarity. Simplifying the sound or layering it carefully can help keep the bass clean and defined. Arrangement plays a role too. If the bass and kick are playing at the same time in the same frequency range, they can cancel each other out or create a muddy mess. Spacing them out or alternating their hits can make a big difference. Effects like reverb and delay can also cause muddiness if overused. Applying too much reverb on bass can blur the sound, so it's best to keep effects subtle. Proper volume balancing and compression are essential. Too much compression can squash the dynamics and make everything sound flat and muddy. Using compression wisely helps control peaks without losing clarity. Lastly, your monitoring setup matters. If your speakers or headphones don't accurately reproduce low frequencies, you might not notice muddiness during production. Listening on different systems and referencing your mix can help you catch and fix these issues early. To sum up, muddy bass lines in drum and bass usually happen because of overlapping low frequencies, build-up in the low-mid range, and mixing choices that don't separate the elements well. Using EQ to carve out space, sidechain compression to clear the kick, choosing the right sounds, arranging carefully, and monitoring properly will help you get a tight, punchy bass sound that hits hard and stays clear.